Hey everybody, welcome to Fantasy R&R. This is your host Ryan, and today is another episode of the Sports Bar.
This is Fantasy with Rob and Ryan, Fantasy R&R.
Alright, as promised, this episode of the Sports Bar is going to be an Italian sub. I'm from New Jersey, so hopefully I'll be making you guys proud. This is just the way I do it. I'm going to start off with a sub roll, provolone cheese, mortadella, gabbagool, Genoa Salami, boiled ham, iceberg lettuce, Roma tomato, yellow onion, pepperoncini or black olive, salt, pepper, oregano. You're going to need some olive oil and red vinegar. Let's start off with this bread real quick. It's just kind of awkwardly cooked in shape, so I'm just going to cut off the ends the way I have a nice flat sub sandwich surface to put all the stuff on. And after that, just like the bread, a little awkwardly shaped and cooked, so I'm just going to take this ham, slice right down the middle. I'm going to do the same with my mortadella here. That way I got a couple of slices of each. Now you can place this stuff on the sub any way you want. We're going to toast it, so it's really like a preference thing. If you want your cheese to stay a little bit colder, put it in the middle. If you want it to warm up or toast against the bread, put it on the inside. Anything you want on the outside to have a nice little crisp from the oven, put it there. You know, for this one, it's just randomly made. I'm going to put my ham and mortadella just to give them a little bit more of a crisp. Get your oven nice and hot. Now I'm just going to place it on a safe surface, cold cast iron pan, that way the bottom doesn't get too toasty, just the top. And leave it in for a few minutes. Get a little bit of a crisp on your bread and a crisp on your meats. Now, I feel like I've shown you guys how to slice an onion in a ton of these videos, so let's just speed this one up a little bit. Just get that nice and peeled, and I do it in some nice thick slices. You're not going to need too much, I mean, unless you love onions, but to me, too many onions on a sub just kind of ruins the flavor, overtakes the whole thing. So again, I'm just going to take a couple of slices here, nice and thin. That's really all I'm going to need. Get your tomato. I like to use Roma tomatoes when I can. I believe this one was a beefsteak when I made the video, but you know, the Romas hold together a little better. And then shred your iceberg lettuce. Alright, this pepperoncini. This is actually a classic way to do it. If you don't like pickled or vinegar things, it doesn't work out very well. Me, I love that stuff, but to be quite honest, instead of the pepperoncini, I like to use black olives for my brine and acid. I just use pepperoncini on the side when I heat the sub. Alright, so I never oil and vinegar the bread before putting it in, because then you heat that stuff up and there's a chemical reaction. The oil just kind of goes into the bread and starts to toast like butter. The vinegar heats up, changes the flavor, so I just pull a little bit of the meat back, just a little bit on there to dress it, and then some salt and some pepper. Now this is really the secret to making the Italian sub taste the way it does up north. Be really generous with your oregano. Put so much on there that a cop would pull you over. Alright. Let's just get the rest of our fixins on this sandwich. Again, I like to use olives. Classically, you could put some sliced pepperoncini. Banana peppers are also great. This to me is just more of a classic way to do it with the way I've eaten these subs over the years. Get everything in there, nice and good. Use your knife to kind of press the ingredients in if it's falling apart. And then give it a nice cut down the middle, and you got your Italian submarine sandwich right there. Close the video, be proud. Alright, looks beautiful. There it is, the Italian sub, game day classic. Used to bring these to the Jaguars games. Gonna have lunch right now. And that'll do it for this episode of the Sports Bar. I, of course, will have more of these cooking videos. I am your host, Ryan, with Fantasy R&R. I'll see you next time.